Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. We see quite a bit of a reaction currently here to the upside due to there was a bit of a catalyst from the CPI data today, which is good, really good for some altcoins. Honestly, did explain it in the previous video that a surprise bounce would be really good for a lot of the altcoins that are so deep in support. And it would also not be necessarily too surprising to see a bit of a bounce. But so far, nothing changes around the analysis. We are still in the same wave count. We just only touched resistance here on the Ethereum chart. This is wave 2 resistance. I'm currently counting it as a 1-2-1-2 setup. And because we are now in wave 2, the standard resistance is between 1878 and 1913. Here at the 1878 level, roughly, here the 50% retracement is now where price found a little bit of resistance, but it may very well continue to push higher here to the golden ratio, which is a 61.8 retracement and then 78.6 retracement. Depends now. So if it doesn't find support there, then unfortunately we deal with the situation that price carries on moving in the range, in the overall range that actually started back in March. So all of this could be considered a range. And obviously we had a bit of a sort of fake out up there, right? But everything else has just been boring range movement, corrective upside, corrective downside, corrective upside, corrective downside. And it could lead to a reset of that B wave, okay? So it depends a little bit of this one. So it depends a little bit on what happens now. As long as we're holding our resistance here at 1913, I will continue to count this as wave 2. And then we most likely simply had here an ABC structure in there, with a 3-wave move up in an A wave, a B wave down, and a C wave up. So basically a flat pattern. This is likely, again, as long as we stay below 1913. We can also calculate the Fibonacci extensions. So typically what you're looking for in a flat pattern is either for it to reach the 100% extension of wave A. It's just about to break that. After that, we've got the 1.618 extension at 1916. So that's just basically where our resistance ends. So I think we have a bit of an overlap there. So we need to see how we react to the 78.6 retracement. So let's see how sustainable that is. These are the levels to watch out for. If it breaks above that 1913 level, which is the 78.6 retracement, or 1916, I mean, again, it's a bit dynamic. So it's a bit of a range there, up there. Then we deal with something more bullish. That doesn't mean we are in for a breakout directly, which is of course possible because Ethereum reached a few times now our trend reversal area, but I would first of all look at it in terms of, okay, we came down in 3 waves, we moved up in 3, we came down in 3, so it's most likely going to be a continuation of the range, and then I would have next resistance at the wave 2 high at 1936, and then it could go quite quickly to 2022 because there isn't much there in terms of structural resistance. And yeah, it depends a little bit on what structure is developing now. So in order to count anything as bullish from the current structure, really bullish with a breakout, it would need to produce 5 waves up. So again, this one is just 3 waves, but what we want to see is, let's just say, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to see 5 waves up and 3 waves down. If we see that, this could provide an entry point and we have a first confirmation that trend has shifted. But until I see that, I have to assume we are either continuing in the range, or will come down as long as we stay below that 1913 level. So obviously on a day like that, I wouldn't take short-term reactions too seriously. We know that on a day like that, waves can go into the extremes. We had it more than once that we had fake outs and that sometimes the initial reaction is wrong and it eventually goes the other way. So just be aware of that. Some people avoid trading on these days completely. But honestly, it's really good for some altcoins what's happening here, yeah, because a lot of the altcoins reached their trend reversal areas, and if we now see a reaction, it would be really healthy, because I'm getting worried about some of these altcoins. So it could just be that Bitcoin, Ethereum are playing their range game for a little while a lot of the altcoins are able to hold their support if we get a little bit further pushes to the upside. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.